Picture this. Dawn breaks over a quiet suburb, but inside the homes, families huddle over kitchen tables littered with bills. The coffee pot's empty not from laziness, but because last month's power bill hit $450, up 40% from 2 years ago. Mum's nursing a second job at the warehouse, Dad's delivery shifts stretch till midnight, yet the fridge echoes hollow. Rent? Up 35% since 2022. Groceries? 28% pricier. Healthcare premiums? Doubled to $1,200 monthly for basics that barely cover emergencies. This isn't fiction, it's 2026 America, where the middle class isn't fading gently into twilight. It's crumbling like dry earth under relentless sun. Official reports brag about economic recovery, inflation cooling to 3.2%, and job numbers rising, but behind the gloss, 70% of Americans are still living paycheck to paycheck. Household debt has blown past $17 trillion, and retirement feels like a disappearing dream. Essentials have jumped 40 to 120% since 2020, while paychecks have barely nudged upward. Safety nets? Shredded. Households making $80K to $100K are too affluent for aid, but too broke to survive one emergency. And while analysts celebrate growth, the middle class is quietly collapsing under automation, investor-owned housing, rising climate disasters, and shrinking opportunities. These aren't just statistics, they're teachers skipping checkups, mechanics juggling night shifts, parents rationing groceries. From salty Atlanta supermarkets to misty Mississippi mornings, the foundation of American stability is buckling. In this video, we reveal the top 8 US states where the middle class is collapsing. And trust me, the first one will shock you. Let's begin. Number 8. Georgia. Atlanta's skyline may appear vibrant, with highways and tech parks buzzing with potential. However, the suburbs tell a different story. Home prices have skyrocketed 42% since 2020, leaving stagnant wages struggling to keep up. A local mother expressed the frustration over rising costs for essentials, stating, "A quick grocery run for milk and bread. It can easily cost $250. While Georgia was highlighted for increasing poverty in the 2023 census, others celebrated a supposed recovery. The factories that once provided middle-class stability have closed, replaced by automated warehouses demanding specialized skills, leaving many middle-aged workers behind. Suburbia is now fraught with challenges, including slashed school budgets, deteriorating roads, and depleted public services. Families find themselves juggling demanding jobs just to keep up with soaring mortgage payments. Youth are leaving the state in increasing numbers as property taxes and utility costs continue to rise. The effects are profound. Emergency rooms are filling up as people postpone medical care, and car repossessions have increased. Once bustling neighborhoods now bear "for rent" signs, and middle-class life feels like a facade moving quickly yet precariously close to collapse. While Georgia ranks number 8 for economic growth, the underlying reality reveals a stark contrast. Number 7. Tennessee. Music City's seductive charm is undeniable. Broadway resonates with guitar riffs and lively anthems, while tourists swarm like fireflies at dusk, their dollars flowing freely. However, middle-class families experience a stark contrast, caught in a dissonant chant of bills, debt, bills. In just 3 years, rents have skyrocketed by 32%, a relentless surge while wages have flatlined, akin to amplifiers frying mid-set. The 2023 census data reveals an alarming trend. Poverty has risen sharply, even as the nation proclaims progress. Imagine your playlist glitching, rising rents drown out the music, while pay remains silent and stagnant. The situation is paradoxical and troubling. A tourism boom generates $15 billion annually, and investors are quick to capitalize by converting properties into short-term rentals, effectively displacing locals from their neighborhoods. A Nashville teacher explained the impact. "My old 10-minute drive to school, it's now a grueling 50-minute journey through gridlock. Gas costs me $400 a month. And time is irreplaceable. Although jobs are plentiful in bars and hotels, they often trap workers in cycles of low wages. There's no elevator to stability, just a relentless hamster wheel." The frenzy of commercial activity outpaces wage growth in a languid country dance. Long-time residents of the city are pushed to the suburbs, facing lengthy commutes that rob them of both time and peace of mind. The cost of living now outstrips income by 22%, causing the working poor population to swell while paychecks may be reliable. There's little left over for unexpected expenses, like tire replacements or repairs to broken refrigerators. Daily pressures are mounting. Childcare costs have surged by 25%, and grocery prices have inflated by 20% post-pandemic. Dual-income households are stretching their resources to the breaking point, with gig work like DoorDash and Etsy becoming vital lifelines. Nashville's musical legacy endures, but the rising rents create a harsh reality. If Georgia trembles, Tennessee struggles slowly, a mournful ballad echoing through the city. Number 6. Utah. Salt Lake City is often seen as a poster child for success, attracting migrants from across the nation with its family values and growth opportunities. However, beneath this shiny exterior lies a different reality. Many households are stretched to their limits, grappling with rising poverty despite the city's acclaim. The 2023 census confirmed this trend, revealing that rents surged by 28% as more people moved in. Familiar faces have begun to disappear, replaced by high earners. Meanwhile, local wages have stagnated for many, especially with larger family sizes becoming the norm. The situation stems from a significant influx of immigrants colliding with a limited housing supply, which is driving rents upward. At the same time, Utah's characteristic larger family sizes add additional financial pressure. While tech companies are moving in and offering high salaries that raise the average wage on paper, many workers, teachers, plumbers, and retail staff are seeing their incomes remain stagnant. They're faced with 19% increases in healthcare costs and rising energy prices influenced by the winds of the Wasatch Mountains. What was once a cherished family haven is transforming into a struggle for survival. Many fathers are forced to work overtime just to keep up with expenses, while children often require costly private tutoring. As a result, families are replacing date nights with debt counseling and vacations with van life. The relentless increase in costs continues to loom over Utah, reflecting a paradox. While outsiders celebrate the city's expansion, local residents are left to bear the hidden burdens. The inflow of people may contribute to a growing GDP, but it has a harsh impact on household finances, leading to a decline in stability. This is evident in the stark contrast between the city's promise and the struggles of its residents. Number 5. Louisiana. Blue skies after a storm contrast with the damaged bayous below. Blue tarps flap like flags, and dust from poverty covers every surface. This situation isn't sudden, it stems from a long history of struggle. The poverty rate is 19%, and median incomes lag 20% behind the national average. Jobs depend on unstable oil rigs, short tourist seasons, and temporary work. Stability feels impossible. Just 1 month without a hurricane feels like a win. The storms of 2024 uprooted many families, wiping out years of savings. Deep-set inequality hinders progress. Weak schools often lead to low-skill jobs, and each year's storms push back any momentum. A nurse in Baton Rouge shared, "Floodwaters took our savings. The ER bill for my child's asthma came next, and my husband's job loss sealed our fate. We look middle class on paper, but we're one storm away from losing our home. The middle class is fragile and lacks a safety net. The Mississippi River quietly carries away opportunities, worsening disparities in education and health. The economy is shaky, with food pantries filled with families who once had steady income. Families adapt. They patch homes with tarps and use fishing boats to make ends meet, but another flood could end everything. The weight of history, nature's fury, and slow progress create a tough survival mentality. The message is clear. Focus on today while worrying about tomorrow. Number 4. California. America showcases a $3.8 trillion GDP alongside an 18% poverty rate, as per the supplemental poverty measure, revealing harsh inequalities. In San Francisco, skyscrapers overlook tent cities, while Los Angeles juxtaposes luxury with desperate camps just blocks apart. In these coastal areas, a $150,000 household income is considered low income, with monthly rents soaring to prices akin to vintage muscle cars. While unemployment isn't the primary issue, soaring costs outpace earnings. Housing is scarce, and state taxes impact small businesses significantly, with essentials like childcare and medical services rising over 22% annually. A Silicon Valley engineer lamented, "We earn six figures, but Bay Area rent is $5,000. After taxes and daycare, it's ramen and roommates or relocation." The struggling population grows, with over 300,000 residents leaving in 2024, accompanied by firms exiting as well. Staying means enduring massive traffic and frequent outages. Many earn well but live frugally, reminiscent of dorm life. The Golden State's promise of prosperity now feels like a gilded cage, where high earnings come with high costs. Number 3. Oklahoma. A warehouse worker in Tulsa expressed, "I'm not destitute, but every car breakdown paralyzes me. I can't afford the tow or the repair." Beneath the serene prairie landscape lies unrest, with median incomes 12% below the national average and a volatile petroleum market stretching budgets. Rural villages are vanishing, educational disparities lead to cycles of unskilled labor, and pay remains stagnant. With youth emigration rates at 20%, many communities are becoming ghost towns as crucial services disappear. The challenges seem manageable at first, but quickly become overwhelming. The energy sector's booms and busts dictate family fortunes. Just one diplomatic spat in Saudi Arabia or a fracking freeze can lead to layoffs. A Midwest city mechanic noted, "My dad retired from one oil job. I juggle 3 gigs and often choose between gas and groceries. This brain drain pushes talent to cities like Dallas or Denver, leaving communities with minimal resources. Emergency rooms are now 45 minutes away, and ambulances are scarce." While hard work is abundant, pathways to middle-class advancement remain blocked by bureaucracy and misfortune, creating an environment where labor is plentiful, but success is rare. Number 2. New Mexico. The challenges faced in this region are as enduring as the equinoxes in the desert. With an 18% poverty rate that feels as intense as the midday heat and freezing cold at dusk, the landscape is stark. Aboriginal communities and high-altitude outposts reveal empty spaces where amenities are absent. Young people are first confronted with the lack of essential resources, as deficiencies in schools, clinics, and stable job opportunities persist. Problems develop slowly, like cracks in ancient stone. The effects of colonial history have etched deep deficits in education and industry, leaving low investment to starve future prospects. There is no immediate crisis, but a subtle stagnation that makes escape seem like an illusion. An elder from Albuquerque described the situation. "School buses skip our road, the nearest doctor is 90 miles away, and a single health emergency can lead to bankruptcy. One small hiccup in health, and you're trapped for generations. Few large-scale factories are established. Tourism is minimal, and government jobs are scarce, often providing only a subsistence level of income. The rural landscape is vast but empty, as hospitals consolidate in cities, leaving remote areas with only temporary pharmacies and prayer for support. Many young people are leaving at unprecedented rates, chasing opportunities in places like Austin or Phoenix. Those who remain struggle on stagnant wages while facing a 20% rise in the cost of living for basic necessities. The scars from colonial times leave a lasting impact, particularly on indigenous communities who bear the brunt of a 25% higher poverty rate. The system seems resistant to change. Collective efforts yield only whispers of hope, with better tomorrow, echoing as a haunting refrain beneath the starlit skies. #2's burdensome weight feels eternal. There is no one to blame, only weary communities left wondering about their future. Finally, number 1, Mississippi. For decades, top rates have prevailed while cash flows remain at historic lows. The struggle to get by builds quietly, layer by layer, until people feel suffocated. Towns are decaying, with empty lots resembling barren fields. A farmer from Delta summed it up. "Granddad farmed to send us to college. Now, 2 crops barely cover seeds, and 1 drought can leave us on food stamps." Historical divides, like funding disparities from Jim Crow, worsen the rural voids that constitute 50% of the land, which are starved of services. Public investment is scarce, and high-skilled jobs are leaving for cities like Memphis and Mobile. With youth emigration at 18%, towns are collapsing dramatically. Main streets are shuttered, hospitals closed, and schools consolidated. One flat tire or medical bill can upend families' lives. This isn't due to laziness. Outdated systems are struggling against powerful economic currents. The heartland's silence signals a growing national crisis. From Georgia's suburbs to Mississippi's plains, these 8 states may differ, but the pressure remains the same. Costs consume dreams, systems fail families, and the middle class, the backbone of America, is starting to buckle. Is your state next? Drop your state in the comments and share your experience. Don't forget to subscribe to Globe Wisp for more brutal, unfiltered breakdowns of America's 2026 economic meltdown.